Auntie Mira's silent sacrifice. Auntie Mira was the kind of woman who carried the weight of the world on her shoulders, yet never let it show. She was the backbone of her family, the one everyone turned to in times of trouble. Her laughter was warm, her advice wise, and her love unconditional. But behind her gentle smile lay a story of quiet suffering. Mira had married young, as was the custom in her small village. Her husband, Ravi, was a kind man, but life had not been kind to him. He struggled to provide for their family, and as the years passed, the weight of his failures turned him bitter. Mira bore the brunt of his frustrations, shielding their two children from his anger. She worked tirelessly, sewing clothes for neighbors, selling vegetables from their garden, and even cleaning houses in the nearby town, just to keep food on the table. Her children, Arav and Priya, were her pride and joy. Arav was a bright boy with dreams of becoming a doctor, while Priya had a talent for art that Mira nurtured with whatever scraps of paper and pencils she could afford. Mira's sacrifices were endless. She skipped meals so her children could eat, sold her wedding jewelry to pay for their school fees, and stayed up late mending their clothes so they wouldn't feel ashamed in front of their peers. But tragedy struck when Arav fell ill with a fever that wouldn't break. The local doctor said he needed medicine they couldn't afford. Mira begged and borrowed, but it wasn't enough. Desperate, she turned to the one thing she had left, her dignity. She approached the village moneylender, a man known for his cruelty, and agreed to his terms. The money saved Arav's life, but the cost was more than Mira could bear. She never told her family what she had done, carrying the shame in silence. Years passed, and Arav became a successful doctor, while Priya's art gained recognition in the city. They moved away, promising to bring Mira with them once they were settled. But Mira stayed behind, caring for Ravi, whose health had deteriorated. She never complained, never asked for anything in return. When Ravi passed away, Mira was finally free to join her children, but by then, her own health had failed her. On her deathbed, surrounded by her children, Mira whispered her final words, "I'm proud of you." She never spoke of her sacrifices, never revealed the depths of her suffering. To the end, she was their rock, their silent protector. Arav and Priya only learned the truth about their mother's struggles after her death, when the moneylender came to collect a debt she had long since paid. The realization of all she had endured broke their hearts. They built a memorial in her honor, but no stone or plaque could ever capture the depth of her love or the tragedy of her silent sacrifice. By Michael Obayelu.